Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sophie.
I'm G.
And today we thought we'd do a little bit more of Bill Burr because he's one of our faves.
He is, yeah, we do like Bill Burr.
Definitely one of my new favourites anyway. And today we're going to listen to his story on an old man farting next to him on a plane.
Have you ever been in that predicament?
No, I don't think I've ever been on a plane enough to have like weird things happen, do you know what I mean? Or like awkward things.
Yeah.
No, have you?
Well, I had a friend who was a stewardess on British Airways.
I bet she's got loads of stories.
She's got loads of stories, but one of them that I just thought, oh, I could not do that job is, it was a night flight and one of the passengers had pressed his bell and she came over and she was like, "Can I help you, sir?" And he passed her a cup, and rather than getting up to go to the toilet, he'd peed in a cup and then wrung it to give to her to take. And I went, I think I'd have probably gone, put my hand underneath it and gone boom.
How rude!
How disgusting
Who did you think
is that?
he was?
I know. And she was actually saying that the first class passengers and the economy passengers are the best behaved. It's the business class ones that are the worst.
Really?
Yeah. So because the first class passengers are usually from money, they were born into money.
Yeah. So like they don't kind of,
so they know how
they're not
to
trying
behave.
to get every freebie kind of thing.
No, they know that they're used to having money, so they know how to behave. They
get you.
Yeah, the business class ones are normally people who work for a company and they send them away on business. Yeah, and they're normally from sort of like normal. Yeah,
like they're not being like say like you standard economy class kind of. Yeah.
So they are the ones that think that they're getting everything for the first class passengers will go to sleep on a night flight. The business class passengers will stay up all night and drink because they feel like they're getting the money's worth and eat everything that's given to them and press the button constantly.
And then it's a novelty for them, isn't it? I probably do the same.
Yeah, and then the economy passengers are just normally families with children.
Yeah, and, just going on a cheap holiday, nice cheap holiday,
And they don't get any drinks for free, so they, so they're not going to get hammered. Pennies. Yeah. But one job I couldn't do is be an airline stewardess.
No. I mean, my favourite heights probably wouldn't help in the job application. Right, so let's see. Of the time an old man was fighting on next on a plane.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little grumpy from flying here. Speaking of flying, right? So, I flew to Chicago and then had to get on a puddle jumper for the funeral, and I was sitting next to this guy. He had a hat on that said "I love Jesus." He had on Pete Carroll khakis. This fucking old guy, thin as a rail. And he was reading this religious book, and I swear to God, he was underlining almost every fucking sentence, and then he was writing shit down next to me, right? We're like shoulder to shoulder. Okay, and I'm just sitting there. The old me would be like, oh, Jesus, this guy with his religion. And I was actually sitting there going, you know what? I bet he's a great guy. I bet he's a decent human being, and this keeps him that way. So God bless him. And right as I had that positive thought, all of a sudden, this fucking guy, I know it was him. I don't know it was him, but I'm pretty sure it was him. He just lets this old man fart go. That it just smelled like, just imagine farting in an attic is the only way I can describe it. And it was like mothballs, old toys, the greatest generation fart. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I didn't even try to hide it. I literally said, oh my God. And I put my shirt over my nose, right? And it fucking goes away. He doesn't even address it. This is a 50-minute fucking flight. All right? We're going up, we're coming right back down. It's like we're going to Vegas, except I'm going to a funeral, so it's not a fucking fun time. And this fucking guy, all right, right as we reach cruising altitude, he does it again.
Oh, no.
He rips another one. And I'm like, I'm staring at the side of his head, and I know he can feel me, and he won't fucking look at me, and he's still underlining all this, fucking Jesus shit. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding. Dude, it was ungodly. Hard-boiled eggs in a fucking outhouse. All right? It was fucking horrific. And I know it was him. You know I know it was him? Because the smell was so fucking bad, and he was sitting there not reacting to shit. All right? I don't know if he was turning the other cheek, some religious shit, no pun intended there. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but I am 99% sure that it was him. Then we start to descend, and this motherfucker does it again! 3 fucking times. And at this point, 50 minutes now, I got to fart. And I'm like, all right, you want to fucking play, old mate? You want to dance? I'm ready to fucking rip one, too. But I couldn't get myself to do it because I'm like, what if it isn't him? What if he's so fucking old he can't smell anything anymore? Oh my God, it had to have been him. And dude, this fucking guy, man, Jesus Christ. This guy, like, 3 times in a 50-minute fucking flight. Oh God, it's so fucking gross. Do you realize when you're smelling somebody's fart, that was air that was trapped in their fucking guts. That's what the fuck, and now it's in you. 3 fucking times. And every time I'd look at him, like, what the fuck? I'd see on the corner of his brill, it said, "I love Jesus." I love Jesus. What do I know? Fucking farting. Here you go. Go. Oh my God. You know what's funny? He probably has like a fucking lining of that jacket is probably made out of some fucking big girl's back skin, right? Some fucking serial killer. Maybe that's what I was smelling. Probably a fucking body part in his goddamn fucking sock.
I think if I was sat next to somebody and they kept letting rip, I'd have to say something.
See, that's the thing. Like it's just like common courtesy, isn't it? Especially on a 50-minute flight. It's not like you've been like travelling for 12 hours.
I know. It's like I was on a flight once, and there was this Indian guy that was sat on the seat. There was like the aisle, and then he was sat on the next seat.
Yeah.
And we took off. The seatbelt signs went off. He gets up, he goes in his bag, and he brings out this like container. He opens it, and it was like curry and rice and naan bread, and I'm like, really?
Brought his tea with him
on a flight. It absolutely reeked. Now I like curry, but not like, it was like a 11 o'clock in the morning flight. It wasn't like 5 o'clock.
Are you allowed to bring your own food with you?
I have no idea. I didn't think you could.
I didn't think you could. I thought you could just. I was going to Great Smith and just get like a meal deal or something, or something when I'm through the what do you call it, like customs and passport stuff.
Passport control. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know you could.
Yeah, no, well I didn't, but he brought his own food anyway. But if you think about it, do they check your hand luggage? I don't think they do they? Your case goes through. Oh no,
it does. Yeah, they do.
You have to empty everything out.
Yes, all your little like mini toiletries and everything. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But it clearly must have allowed it through there.
Yeah.
But it's just common courtesy, isn't it, with everyone else? Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I personally wouldn't do that.
No.
But I probably wouldn't want a big meal at that time anyway.
Yeah. And the worst thing was, he took his shoes off, so he had no shoes on as well. And so I can smell his curry, and I can see his mangy feet, and I'm like, oh. Just put it all away. I wish now I'd have trumped.
Yeah, exactly. Luckily, I've not had any. I've had like no stories whatsoever from flying, but no, I normally just like to like go from on the flight home, just like slumped over.
Yeah, no, I've done plenty of like 7-8 hour flights, and some of them are fun, and some of them are not.
Yeah. Right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.